This is NBC 29 HD News at 6.
But first tonight, the family of a woman who became trapped in her apartment in an Albemarle County senior community is demanding reform for the independent living industry.
Commonwealth Senior Living admits its system failed the 74-year-old. NBC 29's Matt Talhelm joins us with details in our top story at 6.
Yeah, good evening, guys. The family of Diane Franklin settled in arbitration in this for $900,000. And this letter from the arbiter describes Franklin's case as a horrific experience that caused immeasurable injuries, pain, and humiliation.
The vision of finding my mother has stayed with me, and it won't go away.
Jacqueline Carney cannot escape the discovery of her mother trapped in her soiled bed at Commonwealth Senior Living Apartments.
She said, "I first prayed that someone would find me. Then I prayed that it wouldn't be my daughter finding me because I didn't want anyone in my family to ever see me this way."
That was December 13th, 2015. 4 days after 74-year-old Diane Franklin had broken her collarbone. Multiple sclerosis prevented her from getting up to call for help.
I would have believed she was dead. She looked horrible. Not something you expect to find.
It's also not what Franklin's family expected from this independent living community. Commonwealth's policy promised staff members would check in daily if residents failed to call in on their own each morning.
It gave her peace of mind to know that someone would look on her if she didn't check in. But she didn't have to rely on one of us to do that, so she still maintained the independence that she wanted to have. Saturday and a Sunday, nothing worked. Was she okay?
Carney discovered during a legal challenge against Commonwealth that daily check-in logs were often left blank.
There were 19 residents in this program, and none of them were ever documented in that logbook as having been found to be safe each day.
Commonwealth admits its system failed Franklin. 2 staff members involved no longer work there, and the daily check-in system is now electronic.
The incident that occurred was the result of a series of unintentional human errors that revealed a gap in that daily check-in system in independent living.
She deserved better than that. Every human being deserves better than this.
Carney and her siblings are urging other families to enforce policies at independent living facilities. They're also calling on lawmakers to order more oversight.
This has made us so outraged that we can't be quiet. We have to raise our voices to try to keep this from happening to someone else.
Franklin passed away last April. Her children are now in the process of setting up a website to collect signatures and stories from other families who've had similar experiences with independent living facilities. And that's one of the big things, is that this is an independent facility. So these are people that are out and about on their own and expect that independence. It's not as regulated and easy to find violations or complaints as an assisted living facility would be.
Yeah, and it makes you worried it could happen to anyone.
Right, and that's one of the things that the family there wants to reiterate, is that this is something that could happen at any facility, anywhere, because these are, again, independent living situations, and there's not the same kind of regulation and enforcement of those policies that were in that book, that you had to do it on your own in some cases and make sure that you and your family members are doing that with your relatives.
Yeah.
Wow, Matt, thank you.
Thank you.